Welcome back to my channel, Coin Enthusiasts. Today, we're diving into the history, rarity, and value of one of the most fascinating and unique coins in the history of American currency, the 1982 D-Liberty cent. Stick around as we break down everything you need to know about this iconic piece of American numismatic history, from its creation to its current value in the market. Let's get started. History of the 1982 D-Liberty cent, 0:40. Before we get into the specifics of the 1982 D-Liberty cent, let's take a step back in time to understand the context behind its production. To understand the 1982 D-Liberty cent, we need to remember that the U.S. Mint had been producing pennies for over a century by the time this coin was struck. However, in 1982, something unique happened that would leave an indelible mark on the U.S. currency system. In 1982, the U.S. government was faced with rising costs of copper. The price of copper was soaring, and this made it increasingly expensive to produce the 1-cent coin. Pennies were originally made of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. But with rising copper prices, the U.S. Mint made a significant change to the penny's composition. In 1982, the U.S. Mint switched to a copper-plated zinc composition, which reduced the cost of producing the penny significantly. The new penny was made up of 97.5% zinc and only 2.5% copper. But here's the interesting part: the change wasn't instantaneous. In 1982, both the copper and copper-plated zinc versions of the penny were struck, making 1982 a transitional year for the 1-cent coin. This transition means that, if you're holding a 1982 penny, it could be made of either material. The 1982 D-Liberty cent specifically is one of the pennies struck at the Denver Mint, and it can either be the older, all-copper version or the newer zinc-copper-plated version. Design of the 1982 D-Liberty cent, 2:00. Now, let's talk about the design. The 1982 D-penny, like most U.S. pennies, features the classic design that's been used since 1909. On the obverse or front, we have the profile of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. This image, designed by sculptor Victor David Brenner, has been a staple of U.S. pennies for more than a century. Lincoln's portrait has become one of the most recognizable images in American coinage. Below Lincoln's image, you'll see the inscription Liberty, and directly beneath that, In God We Trust. The coin is also dated with the year, and on the right side, there's a small mint mark, in this case, AD, indicating that it was produced at the Denver Mint. On the reverse, we have the image of the Union Shield, designed by U.S. Mint engraver John R. Sinek in 1959. The shield features 13 vertical stripes, representing the original 13 colonies, and above it, the inscription E Pluribus Unum, which translates to out of many, one. At the top, it says United States of America, and below the shield is the denomination, 1 cent. Transition to market value, 3:20. Alright, now let's talk about the market value of the 1982 D-Liberty cent. If you're looking to add this coin to your collection or just curious about how much it's worth, the value can vary greatly based on its condition, its composition, and whether it's the copper or zinc version. Value of the 1982 D-Liberty cent in today's market, 3:50. The value of a 1982 D-Liberty cent depends on several factors: its composition, condition, and rarity. Let's break it down. The copper 1982 D-Liberty cent, 4:10. First, the copper version of the 1982 D-Liberty cent. These coins were struck at the Denver Mint in the first few months of the year, before the mint switched to the zinc-copper composition. As you might imagine, the copper versions are much rarer than the zinc ones, The copper version of the 1982 D-penny is highly sought after by collectors. If you happen to find one in uncirculated condition, its value could range anywhere from $10 to $20 or more. For a coin in mint state, the price can reach as high as $30 to $40 or even more, depending on its quality. The Zinc 1982 D Liberty Cent, 4:55 now. For the more common zinc version of the 1982 D-penny, it's not nearly as rare, but it still holds some value in good condition. In circulated condition, a zinc 1982 D-penny typically has a market value of only a few cents, generally around 1 to 2 cents. However, if you find a well-preserved zinc penny in uncirculated condition, you could expect it to be worth around $1 to $3. Special varieties and era coins, 5:25. In addition to the regular copper and zinc versions, the 1982 D-penny has become famous for its era coins and special varieties. For instance, there are double die errors where the minting process causes a doubling effect on the coin's design. These error coins can significantly increase a penny's value. Coins with misstrikes, unusual die cracks, or off-center errors can fetch much higher prices, even hundreds of dollars depending on their rarity and the degree of the error. So, there you have it, a full rundown of the 1982 D Liberty Cent. From its historical significance to its various versions and market value today, this small but mighty coin holds a fascinating place in American numismatic history. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting into the world of coins, the 1982 D Liberty Cent is a great example of how seemingly ordinary coins can hold a lot of value both in terms of history and money. Thanks for watching today's video. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1982 D Liberty Cent, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos about rare and valuable coins. Drop a comment below if you found any interesting pennies in your collection. Until next time, happy collecting. Let me know if you'd like any changes or further details. Hey there, coin collectors and numismatists, if you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss out on our amazing coin content. Today, we have an exciting coin to discuss, the 2003 D Liberty Cent. This humble penny has an intriguing history, fascinating details, and its own place in the world of coin collecting. Stick around as we explore everything about this coin, from its production to its current value and how it fits into the grand story of American currency. Section 1. Introduction to the 2003 D Liberty Cent. Let's begin by introducing the 2003 D Liberty Cent itself. This coin is part of the United States Mint's Lincoln Cent series, which has been in circulation since 1909. The coin we're talking about is the one minted in 2003 at the Denver Mint, marked with the D Mint mark. The obverse of the coin features the famous image of Abraham Lincoln, while the reverse depicts the shield design that was introduced in 1959 to honor the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. But the story of this particular penny goes much deeper than just the design. Let's break down the history and significance of the Liberty Cent, starting with its early days and the meaning behind the cent. Section 2. History of the U.S. cent and the 2003 D penny's role. To understand the 2003 D Liberty Cent, we need to first look at the larger history of the U.S. penny. The Lincoln Cent was first introduced in 1909, designed by sculptor Victor David Brenner. This was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, as opposed to allegorical figures like Liberty or a god from Roman mythology. The Lincoln Cent was minted as a way to honor President Abraham Lincoln, who was assassinated in 1865. Since its debut, The penny has undergone several design changes, but the most significant ones occurred in the mid-20th century. In 1959, the U.S. Mint decided to update the reverse of the Lincoln cent to feature the Lincoln Memorial, replacing the original wheat stalks that had adorned the reverse since 1909. This change was a part of the bicentennial celebration of Lincoln's birth and was designed by Frank Gasparo, the chief engraver of the U.S. Mint at the time. Biro 2003 D penny, and the shield design on the reverse. The reverse design remained the same until 2009, when the U.S. Mint introduced a series of special designs for the 100th anniversary of the Lincoln cent. This included a new reverse design that depicted the Union Shield, which you'll see on the 2003 D Liberty cent. The shield represents the strength and unity of the United States, a powerful symbol for a country that was entering a new century. Section 3. The minting process and features of the 2003 D Liberty cent. Now, let's take a closer look at the 2003 D penny's features. The D mint mark indicates that this particular penny was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the United States Mint's facilities responsible for producing circulating coinage. In 2003, the U.S. Mint produced billions of pennies. The Denver Mint, in particular, produced over 1 billion of these pennies that year alone. Like all U.S. pennies, the 2003 D Liberty cent has a composition of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper. It weighs 2.5 grams and has a diameter of 19.05 millimeters, making it a fairly small coin with a distinctive copper-colored appearance. On the obverse, we find the profile of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor Brenner, along with the inscription "In God We Trust" and the date 2003. The reverse features the Union Shield design, along with the motto E Pluribus Unum and the denomination 1 cent. The design is simple yet powerful, reflecting the ideals of unity and strength. Section 4. The coin's value and market demand. Now, let's dive into one of the most important aspects of any coin, its value. While the 2003 D Liberty cent is not one of the rarer coins out there, its value can vary depending on its condition and any special circumstances. For a well-worn, circulated 2003 D penny, you can expect it to be worth only its face value 1 cent. After all, this is a modern coin that has been widely produced and circulated, and there's nothing particularly rare about it in terms of minting numbers. However, if you have an uncirculated 2003 D penny, particularly one in pristine condition with no noticeable wear and tear, it could be worth more than face value. Coins that are graded as MS65 or higher by professional coin grading services like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation (NGC) or Professional Coin Grading Service (PCGS) may fetch anywhere from 10 to 50 cents on the open market. In fact, the highest grade versions of this coin, especially those with a grade of MS67 or higher, can see values of $1 or even more, depending on the buyer and the market conditions at the time of sale. But here's where it gets interesting. Although 2003 D Liberty cents aren't considered rare by any stretch of the imagination, their market value can increase when you find them with certain unique characteristics, or in high-grade conditions. If there's a particularly high demand for pennies from a specific year or mint, such as the 2003 D, you may see prices spike during auctions or specialized coin shows. Section 5. Collecting the 2003 D Liberty cent and tips for coin collectors. So, for all of you budding coin collectors out there, what does this mean for you? Well, the 2003 D Liberty cent may not be a rare or valuable coin right now, but that doesn't mean it isn't worth adding to your collection. It can serve as an important part of a full set of Lincoln cents, which is one of the most popular series for collectors. If you're planning to add the 2003 D Liberty Cent to your collection, make sure to keep an eye out for higher grade examples. Investing in uncirculated coins or those with no significant flaws is always a good strategy when building a valuable collection. Additionally, you might want to consider getting your coins graded. Having your coin professionally graded can protect its value over time, ensuring that it remains in the condition you purchased it in. Section 6. Closing thoughts. So, whether you're just starting your coin collection or you're a seasoned numismatist, the 2003 D Liberty Cent has its place in the story of American currency. While it may not hold a high intrinsic value, its historical significance and the beauty of its design make it an important part of the Lincoln Cent series. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2003 D Liberty Cent, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment below with your thoughts or any questions you have. Don't forget to subscribe for more amazing coin content. Until next time, happy collecting with channel suggestions and subscribe button.